Is this all you got?
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no...
What does the Academia think they're doing? I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary.
150K. Show us the Mora.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino! When's he ever gonna let it?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon!
What is this? He's got backup now? Does it... I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing...
Huh? Did they really?
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right. I have one question and one question only.
The pickup location is different every time.
And when is the next...
I don't...
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago. But we didn't get... The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago. Which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. When you were trying to escape, you said something about...
Are you kidding? But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we... If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells... Do you have a potential That's right.
Sounds like we shouldn't...
I see. Anyway, if you manage to learn anything, and as for you, I don't ever want to...
Okay.
Hey! What's with the...
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, think about it. If the Academia is
The Academia has clearly published the potential. I just hope you understand that you're... If I ever catch you again... All right, Traveler.
Ha! You...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of if Paimon remembers... I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry, I've already cashed out. Huh? You mean you stopped? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the... Plus, with regulations getting as tight... sounds like we came... Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know to the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. Hey! You just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troubles. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Then why does the Academia... Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your finger... But everything in the world comes at a price. Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and first, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought. And you'll find it very hard to... And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, it's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if, and what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by, as far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of...
The Court of Desolation?
A rumor has it that it's a site of ruins. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of... Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning... As for the auction, chances are... On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the...
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I've got it. 500,000 mora per kit. What? No need to worry, little one. All you'll need to do... I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funsies...
We'd better get going.
Come on, it's a rare opportunity.
We got news for you. They're hosting an auction in the...
The Court of I won't ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation...
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of... According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose you're less in recent years. But there are always those... After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures in death is often the greatest grievance for many people. That's why some continue to research it. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate.
Huh?
That's right. Let's begin to leave. Don't worry.
That's Sino for ya. But...
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice. That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to you must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in
That's right!
Ha! Have you really thought? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I...
Sorry, no can do.
Ready to apply.
New punching.
I will have order.
Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
Whirling snow.
I'll be back. You are not welcome here.
Embrace the ice.
Solidify.
Live!
Regret.
This doesn't... You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. Let's get out of here!
No need. Even if we apprehend them, I apologize for bringing you into this. You should be careful from now on.
Wait, hold on!
You'd be surprised. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long... Yes. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience. My superior was injured while protecting me. And we struggled to gain
Whoa! Who could have seen...
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, his name is Taj Radkani. A very well-respected Matra. Anyway, our mission will be
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see...
Good. Don't... And once this is all over...
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off on.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too?
Of course. But I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any...
Just try to stay focused. Use your will. Take one step after another.
Okay. Just look around. It's just sand and dead...
Watch out. Something...
Stabilize!
Coming to be!
Wheel of life.
Order guide you!
Witness my great undertaking!
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see.
This place is super deep.
Something's not right. There are no roads. Stay still. Here's the answer. They must have planted this.
Huh?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production.
Whoa!
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenary. It was a frantic fight.
Well, good
Let's keep heading to the auction.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
My apologies.
Weird. Is this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single...
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. But even so, they still knew we were coming.
Aw, what?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge
All right, let...
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules, but don't worry. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come. They packed up in a hurry. Once they think we've left...
Oh, Paimon! Okay, we'll start...
Yes. And...
Let's go. Maybe Oh, look, so you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely.
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputations.
Huh?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the
No, I'll talk. But before that, if we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with.
All right. Where do you...
How about my home in Aru village?
Fine. Let's head out.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Dad, you're back! Oh, we have guests?
This is my daughter, Simin. Why don't you run along now, dear?
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me...
Paimon's punch!
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino the lone... But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can.
Why is that?
Everything, from the manufacturing of canned knowledge, to the sales and even splitting the profits. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult, and even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything...
Everyone has their own reasons.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests.
Don't mention it. And I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits?
Actually, my daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lung. That's why she never really had any friends to play. As for me, I was just an average until one day, someone reached out and showed...
Selling can...
That's right. With all the mora I made, I could finally afford medical There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable... I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent this...
I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the
I somehow knew you would say that. But you'll find some goods I received just recently.
all neatly packed away and organized. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed. I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal... No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Could I ask you for a favor, since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly... If we can enter the repository, but considering my current status. You'll need to be the...
Sure thing.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although we can get more information on other dealers from Bahari.
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find sign? I read the letter, and must admit that I hadn't expected things.
It's alright. We...
I can tell that he really trusts you. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. That's right. Granted, however, some forms of but some information may be retained. Follow me. I'll show.
The restricted repository.
Okay, since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose, but I'd suggest avoiding any other...
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still... The files are over there. Just make it quick.
To read here. Have you found anything? Huh. It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Rodkani. But you're not far off.
What? Taj's son went to prison for research.
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a macho.
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son...
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so that...
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj... I wonder if it had...
Taj was already very well known by the... So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after, Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess...
I had no idea.
That's awful.
Wait. Don't tell me you're starting to suspect... Impossible. Taj would never do that. But this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do...
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the acad... Because he was the only one who could have There are so many files about those ruins that it would be... However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could... Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. Do you have any questions?
Paimon's kinda confused.
Oh, now that I think about it, Sino says there's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Don't worry, Taj.
Alrighty then, let's go.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods?
Huh. Well, yes, but the academia consumes so many resources each day.
Right, but we're looking for shipment.
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipment?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Excuse me. Have you seen any...
Huh?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing...
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but there's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old war, but he's been making a lot of shipments lately.
And you didn't find that suspicious?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone.
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone... Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to
A group of Eremites? Could Taj...
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
So, this is Taj's place.
Well, what should we do then?
No. Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. You're right. Even if we... What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map! Nabil.
Yes. This is definitely Taj's handwriting. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own. You're right. That's just... As for the map... If Taj really has... I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well.
All right, we'll give these to Sino and... Well, Sino?
Taj, from what I remember, he is a straight-laced man.
So do you think he's the one behind?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, that's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him. My time is ticking.
Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Whirling snow!
Nowhere to run!
These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find. Life goes on. Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Coming to be!
Wheel of life. Take flight!
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Live!
Go.
Sakura swirl!
Taj.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. Was it all your doing?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a...
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone. Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the...
So...
See this door behind me? I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is in the end.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see them?
No. I sense danger behind that door.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill... Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles...
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all. This power is mine. Solidify!
Rise.
I will
Feel
set
the
things
same
right no
power.
matter what comes.
Whirling snow!
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gain. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me. Now,
I'll do what
I still remember when we first became part. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed...
Huh?
He never planned on opening the door. His true
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Murtada died, my spirit was crushed. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation. A place that once, as long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did. Generation after generation. Regardless of the cost, let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate, but that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia, to add to the problem. The organization is so powerful that they even have members.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this?
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too?
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing it.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and I was always so busy with work. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If you see Mortada,
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
just as Taj said, that being buried in quicksand is its right to them. As long as there's more to be, their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj, that's an opportunity that I...
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. So, that's...
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. The last few days have been... At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. After that, people...
And?
Well, then we received... The Matra then moved together against the enemy. Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Sino. I even heard.
Is Sino alright? He didn't get in...
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even... But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong... By the way, are you guys here to see Sino? I think he was walking with some...
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens...
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during Mortada had lived in his father's shadow after Mortada died, toying with others' minds, treating lives.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, if thrown into the mud...
Sino! Tighnari! Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier!
That's right. Sino asked me to... I also dropped by just to check for any injury. And Sino... relax.
How is Kale these...
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could... After some time, I plan on having...
Huh? You mean...
Well, I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures, although we've So, I decided to...
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you...
I've already caught those who were... Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they would...
What?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. I've been thinking about what... I just hope my own change will come slowly. That way. Though, just as I gained courage from my own superiors. And my partner. I'll be fine. There are many things I feel Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolence. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions.